Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Down on the Farm, and today we are in the beautiful metropolis of Oakwood, Illinois here, teamed up with one of our ag boosters, First Farmers Bank and Trust, with the Pigs to People to Pork initiative. And this is the last of the program they've done. They've had this in several other markets, and joining me is Rich Eisenmann from First Farmers Bank and Trust. Good to see you, Rich.
Hi, thanks, Dave.
And Heather from the Oakwood Food Pantry.
Yes, good afternoon.
Well, Rich, tell me about this program and what it's all about.
Well, when COVID-19 started, we had to fall off on marketing of livestock, so on and so forth. And Jeff Rodabaugh and the other commercial lending team put together this program where they would buy pigs from borrowers from the First Farmers Bank and Trust, take them to local processors, and we put them in 1 pound ground pork packages, and we're distributing them to all the food banks in our local markets.
And this started over in the Indiana area. Tell me about that process over there.
Well, yeah, it did begin in Indiana, and this is the last of the, certainly the most important stop we make. But Illinois got at the end because of some USDA regulations, but we brought almost 500 pounds of ground pork here to Oakwood.
Yes, I noticed you had a truck full.
Yeah, I got 2 more stops to make. She was a squatting.
Well, Heather, tell me about the Oakwood Food Pantry.
Well, the Oakwood Food Pantry has been here in this building since 2014. It is supported primarily by local churches, local individuals and groups, such as the Oakwood Men's Club, Vithian Women's Group, as well as just local businesses. So that is how we generate our income. And we partner with the Eastern Illinois Food Bank to purchase items at a discounted rate. We're able to do so to bring food to our residents that qualify.
Let's talk about your qualifications and your service area.
Okay. It is income-based, so we require income as you sign up. Our service area includes Oakwood, Vithian, Muncie, parts of Danville that's in the Oakwood School District, as well as Catlin, Indianola, Jamaica, and Sidell.
So you distribute on Tuesdays, I understand.
Correct. We're open Tuesday, 10 to noon.
What would be some of the products that are typically distributed to the needy families?
We try to get protein, fruits and vegetables in there, as well as bakery items, and meat and dairy when it's available.
So is this something they pick up every Tuesday, once a month, or does it depend from family to family?
It depends on the family's needs. Once they qualify, they're eligible to come weekly.
So protein, you mentioned that. Today is a good indication of a lot of protein being delivered here. Compliments of First Farmers Bank and Trust.
Yes, we're so grateful. This is an incredible donation. We're happy to be the benefactors. It's gonna provide pork to a lot of people for months to come.
I'm sure with the COVID-19 issues that we've been experiencing for several months now, the demand for your services have been very high.
They have and they haven't. So we've gotten an influx of calls, emails, requests. However, the number of people that have actually walked through the door have actually decreased. So it's kind of an anomaly. We're not really sure why that is, and unless it's just the fact that people don't want to come out for fear of contracting COVID. So we're trying to be mindful of those needs too, and we deliver when we can.
I'm sure you'll be letting them know about the supply of pork that you're going to have available now.
Absolutely. It will go on our Facebook site, and of course, good news travels fast in the Oakwood area, so they will hear of it.
Well, First Farmers Bank and Trust has been a big family-friendly farm bank for a long, long time, and they have been supporting the communities they have served, like Oakwood here, the Hoopson area as well, right, Rich?
Yeah, that's our main goal, is to be a part of where we are. I've said before, our kids go to school together, we go to church together, we go to things together that are around us, and we want to do everything we can to make it a better place.
And being a faith-based bank institution, it's so important to give back.
Well, it is, and it touches all of our heart. I mean, there's some emotional things that have happened just with this program that we've seen in pictures and different things. It really touches a lot of lives, and it's really something good for our communities too.
I understand you'll be working with some other institutions here to distribute some product as well?
Well, we're going to be going to the multi-agency in Hoopston, and then the Grant Township Food Bank as well. That is also in Hoopston. And we want to try to support our local communities where our bank locations are, but also we know that they reach out in rural communities. Everybody helps each other. And there's a big need for this around here. You know, you don't always know, but there's people struggling, and we want to make it a little easier for them if we can.
Most definitely. COVID-19 has been a major impact. We also know what we've had to deal with on the farm side with commodity prices here the last few years.
Well, it's been a struggle, and this year especially again. I was 10 miles west of the Indiana-Ohio border this morning, so I've seen quite a few cornfields and quite a few bean fields, and things look really good. We are getting close to where we're going to need a rain. That late August rain is, now they're talking maybe 10 more days without any rain, and you look at the sky and it's dry, and the crops are starting to fade a little bit, so we could see some tip back. But we're not going to see a price rally even if we do, and so we're getting into some red areas here real quick.
This is a crucial time for soybeans.
Very crucial. They've got the pods, they need to fill them, and corn as well. You know, another good 2-inch rain on this corn will really fill it out and put some good test weight on.
Well, again, we want to thank you for what you're doing here in the community of Oakwood and the other surrounding areas, and also in the Indiana area, giving back. And I know this is going to be put to good use.
I know it will be too. We put it in good hands here with Heather, and we got Brenda Wright and Missy here with us as well, and you know, from the Oakwood branch, and I'm just proud to be a part of all this.
Thank you so much. And Heather, again, thank you for what you're doing here at the Oakwood Area Food Pantry. Again, go over your hours and how people can meet the eligibility requirements.
Yes, they would just come in with their pay stub and stop in anytime between 10 and noon at the food pantry here, and we'll get you registered.
Tell them where you're located here in Oakwood.
We're at 202 South Scott Street.
All right, that's it for Down on the Farm. We want to thank Rich from First Farmers Bank and Trust and Heather from the Oakwood Area Food Pantry for joining us here for this wonderful program that First Farmers Bank and Trust is putting on.